I'm just dejected. Dejected is the right word. I'm watching the darts, to take my mind off things, and also I would have rather just watched the darts if that was what was going to happen today. Uh, Welcome to another match reaction. Leverkusen 2 to West Ham United 0. Um, I mean, yeah, I expected to lose. I expected to lose about like 3-4-1, even though I predicted 1-1 based off hope. Um, if you saw my story, if you saw my tweet, I predicted 1-1. Um, but we were not good at it. We're just not good enough. We're simply just not that good. Not under this manager. Not under the way we were set up, and we defended really well for up until 83 minutes, but um, it's the same shit, really. I had no problems with anyone up until the goals, really. Apart from, yeah, Suchek can't pass a ball. He can't retain the ball. And the attack wasn't good enough. And Emerson's 5-yard passing wasn't good enough. Sufar doing the same long balls. Everything going forward wasn't good enough. In terms of defensively, I had no problems with anyone. I thought everyone was good. Zuma was playing really well up until the second goal, where Zuma decides to fall asleep. This manager took off Mohamed Kudus, where we went 1-0 up. Now, Mavropanos seemed to have a problem, so yay, we get to see Naya Figuered again. So that's always going to be nice, isn't it? And with a Zuma who was recovering his form recently, has decided to make another stupid error. It's not even an error, it's a slight lack of concentration, but that Leverkusen squad, combined with their manager, you can see why they're top of the league in their group, in their league. You can see why they're top of the league. And listen, I knew it was going to be hard. And to be fair, they struggled they were getting frustrated, taking shots from outside the box and stuff like that, but you can't just defend for 90 minutes. And I said that at half time on my tweet. I said that. Like, you can't just defend for 90 minutes. But, what do you expect? What do you expect? I'm not even angry. I'm just tired. I'm exhausted. I'm dejected. All those words, you know. I'm just like, my problem wasn't Europe. My problem wasn't Europe. My problem is falling off, winning off moments rather than that being an actual team. I don't get, by the way, I don't get a certain someone saying I don't get the negativity on the timeline today. But we've just lost 2-0 and we're still in it apparently. Yeah, you're always still in it, but against that attacking side where we defended for 90 minutes, we're gonna have to come out of our shell and get 3 goals at home against a team that is top of the Bundesliga. Probably gonna be champions on the weekend. If not, then it'll be next weekend. They're invincibles. They're on course to break points tally if they can win all their games or get 5 wins and a draw in their last 6. And we have Paquetá and Emerson out for the next game anyway. And listen, yellow card rule is bullshit. But if you're on a yellow and you should know before the game that you're already on a yellow, what is Paquetá doing going to kick someone? Like, what is he doing? Like, we don't win without him. He was shit today, but don't get me wrong, but we don't win without him. You're parking the bus with all these players, and don't get me wrong, you defended well, but you have got to attack. And that's the problem, like, you still got to have some intent on the attack. Like apart from that, could have shot in the first half, which, by the way, he should have either tested the keeper or scored. You're literally in line with the goal. You're in space. You have to test the keeper there. Like, it's like I'm complaining about the same things week in, week out, and now I've got to get excited for a home game against Fulham. Um, I don't care that much. Well, and then after that, it's Leverkusen at home, then Palace away. Whatever, innit? Whatever. Like, if you watched us today, we looked at like a fish out of water when it came to like European football. Like, compared to how European teams, like, not even play, not even style of play, it's not even style of play, it's their mentality. The mentality, apparently, of all I've heard from this fucking squad, from Bowen, from Zuma, from everyone, is going all the way and stuff like that. And you're talking a good game, you're not doing anything with it. Yeah, we missed Bowen today. But that's what happens when you sell depth, like Ben Rama and Fornal. So, two players that I wanted to leave, given that we replaced them. I didn't want them to leave, and they just leave, you know. And to be honest with you, I don't really give a shit that they've left, but it's just the fact that we didn't get any depth in. Like, does anyone want to have this January window conversation again, or is everything fine? You know, is everything fine? Just because we win a game every 10 games, you know, like how like that is the seventh team in the English Premier League. Like the Premier League must be fucking awful then. Like Liverpool lost to Atalanta, which is even worse. Liverpool lost to Atalanta. Oh yeah, by the way, guess you scored twice for Atalanta today? Yes, Gianluca Scamacca. It's almost like Scamacca's not a bad player, and it was just Moyes misusing him. But what would I? What do I know? What do I know? You know. Oh yeah, guess you scored yesterday, for Borussia Dortmund, Sebastian Haller at Atletico Stadium. It's almost like he wasn't a bad player either. It's almost like Moyes was misusing him. Oh my god, what a shock. But yeah, that sums up this manager. That sums up, you know, people that back this manager. And to be honest, it wasn't a defining thing when it came to this manager and Europe, because I didn't expect him to win it, and everyone was saying, "Oh, we're gonna do one on them," like all this false positivity nonsense. And listen, as much as I rate some people for being positive, you're doing too much. You're doing too much. Like there's a reason why they're invincible in like nearly 12 months now. That's ridiculous. They play amazing football, and it's not even the fact that it looks good. It's the fact that they open up, and like they're so slow. Like they slow it up. They can slow it down, speed it up, be so intricate, open it up, always finding space. And to be honest with you, in the Premier League, it probably wouldn't work week in, week out, because there would be better teams on the counter that will find space and have a plan for it. But there'll be a lot of teams that defend like us and will struggle like we did in the last 10 minutes. Yeah, whatever. I'm done. Match reaction done. I haven't got much to say, to be completely honest with you. It's pretty much the same thing week in, week out. And I feel like the match reactions are just going to be like 7 minutes long, pretty much, for the rest of the games of the season, unless there's so much action in the game. But in general, there hasn't really been much to talk about where I can expect anything. That any like in terms of expecting anything different going into a game, supporting West Ham under David Moyes, watching West Ham week in, week out. I don't really know what to say. Like, I think it's some type of mentality of taking Kudus off to put a right back on. Now, next week, you're going to see the lineup of Fabianski in goal, Sufel, and who cares about the centre-backs? It'll be two of the three of, again, Zuma, Manfred Panels, it'll be two of them. Then you'll see Cresswell left back. You'll see Johnson on the wing/wing back. Then you'll see Alvarez, Ward-Prowse, Souček, Kudus on the right, and Antonio up front. Because Bowen's probably not going to be back until a couple of weeks anyway. We're probably not going to beat Fulham as well. I don't see us winning many games. The reason why we won last time, not just because of VAR, is because Wolves didn't have their strongest team. We scored a penalty in a corner, and people said that our quality shone through. I'll always live that quote in my head, because that was a retarded quote. Make sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me. We're on the road to 250 subscribers, and then we're on the road to 500 by the end of the year. So make sure to subscribe if you are new. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.